Hello everybody, it's vanburman here and welcome to another one of my, what is a live broadcast but will be posted up as a podcast on YouTube so that you can come and listen to it whenever you want to, and you are more than welcome to join in or listen live when I am live, but I'm not sure how. You'd probably have to follow me on Twitter or something and I'll get it posted on there. I actually wanted to do a video from a very important video that one of my fellow YouTubers posted up earlier today regarding Google Plus and of course them ramming it down our throats. Any of you that do make YouTube content will know that you're asked to make a Google Plus account for your YouTube, and then you are also asked to change your name as well, because I think they want people to use their real names on YouTube or something. But for branding purposes, obviously mine is vanburman and the other guy is Cold Steel Games. If you do want to check him out, then please do. He does some very interesting videos, discussion videos, much like what I try and do on my podcast. And he's not wrong in some of his criticism that he had for that. I mean, at the end of the day, I am not a big fan of Google Plus. I use it for when I join and do Google Hangouts. Obviously, that's a little bit different. Obviously, I can understand using Google Plus then. But with YouTube, I don't think you necessarily should need to have a Google Plus account for your YouTube. I mean, if people want to follow you, they're going to either do it on Twitter or on Facebook, really. And I just think that those two websites have far more connectivity with the content producer than something like Google Plus. And while Google Plus isn't bad, I just don't think that it should be a necessity in order to view comments to your channel, which is what they're going to start implementing soon. And it pretty much is, with being forced to do that. So, they probably will make it compulsory at some point, one would think, but for as long as it's not compulsory, I won't be doing it. I don't really see the point in just having a Google Plus account, which is just vanburman, and I do nothing on it, and no one ever views it, and I hate the idea of having to go through that as well. I want everything to be on YouTube that I can do. I want YouTube to have more features itself, rather than having to go through a different party, I guess. I quite like to have other buttons around the description of the YouTube video, just to so you can accommodate the Facebook and the Twitter. And obviously, if they want to push Google Plus, that's fair enough, but I think it should be equally as accessible as the other two, just to give it a bit of balance, really. And obviously YouTube creators, they can choose what they want to use. If they do happen to make some good features for Google Plus that would help with the integration towards YouTube and help with YouTubers and their following, then that's fair enough as far as I'm concerned. But at the minute, there's none of that at all, and it's something that they need to change if they want to implement it on a scale where all YouTubers have to do that. It's not something that I get upset about too much. I mean, I did get quite upset about it the first time when they kept asking me every time I logged in or every time I clicked on YouTube to which name I wanted to use. I still do it now, but it's nowhere near as much as it was after I went into the settings and disabled the Google Plus options. It's still being asked of me. But the thing I find is, and it's been especially, well, for me it's been one of the things which I've disliked, because obviously I've had YouTube for over 6 years now. I know only in the last year have I really been putting out content, but because I've had it for such time, I've seen all the changes that have been made, and I don't think they've necessarily added to the overall experience. I think some of the changes done to the channels have been good over the years. However, I don't like the new one. I still don't like the new one. I do appreciate how they've tried to make it work, but I just think for people who are content producers and people who aren't, I think for everyone, that's what I'm trying to say, it doesn't actually increase the experience. There's very few occasions where it is more handy than the old system, but I still would go back if it was possible. to having a full-on page without the banner and stuff. The banner is quite nice, it's a decent idea, but as I say, I did prefer it how it was before. It looks a lot nicer. It looks maybe a little bit more cluttered than the new one. The new one is a lot more structured, but I don't know, I just felt it just seemed a lot warmer and a lot better than what this one is. Feels more industrial, which isn't such a bad thing, but I'm not sure I don't have any analytics to hand to tell you whether it is an increase in people watching videos because of the new system compared to the old one, but I can't imagine there's much difference in it really. And if they have consulted the people, the creators of the content, then I don't see how those people have come to the conclusion that would be a good idea for YouTube. I would have thought they'd be against it, because everyone I spoke to that does create any sort of content has not liked any of the changes really that YouTube has made. I mean, some of them we've got used to, and some of them we've come to appreciate. I don't know whether we will appreciate the system that we have now, but from the looks of things, obviously we're going towards a more Google Plus orientated YouTube, which or more Google integrated YouTube. I mean, which is fine. I don't mind having Google Mail, and because basically with the Google Mail I just get it sent over to my Hotmail address and I view it that way, so I don't actually ever have to log on to my Gmail account. But a lot of people do think Gmail is better than Hotmail. It's just that I've had Hotmail for so long, that's just what I've continued to use, so no bias really. I prefer the status quo, if I'm honest. And yeah, so it's a bit of a tricky situation for YouTube when they do want to make improvements, or what they think are improvements. However, with what Google have integrated, or what they're trying to integrate with Google, I don't think yet that is I fail to see the advantages for content producers and for followers with integrating Google Plus. It just seems like an unnecessary action to get more people on Google Plus. Which, if I'm running Google Plus, I want more people on it. And, they've got a very, very close relationship with YouTube. So, why wouldn't they, is the question. But, I don't really have too much more to say. I'm going to take a short intermission now, and we're going to listen to some music. This will be going up on YouTube, so I presume I'm going to get copyrighted for this. So do enjoy. Hopefully the video will still be up and available in your country. See, that's the only problem with doing the music and stuff, that it does take away from all this. Anyway, the one I have now is a song called, I think it's called Stay Awake, by Carousel, and it is the .exe remix. And .exe have just, or not too far off, finished their new EP, which I don't know when that's coming out actually, but it should be not in the too distant future. So do enjoy that track. Hopefully you'll like it. They're probably one of my favourite dance electronica artists at the minute. They're doing some really good stuff. So have a listen, and hopefully you'll enjoy.
Can't deny you. You smile, I sit beside you. Let's go, I can drive too. Black sky up above us. I drive, they'll never find us. Quick, we can hide too. I never pictured you and I. My new addiction. Chase me, what you find you can keep to. If you just promise me you'll stay away, I promise I won't leave, just stay away. Just stay away. Night's young, what could we do? Quick kiss from me to you. Good luck closes at 2. 6 drinks and we've had enough. Till the next one coming up. Must say, glad I found you. I never pictured you and I. My new addiction, you. Maybe we're crazy. Whatever happens, we can keep to ourselves. Race me, chase me. What you find, you can keep to me. If you just promise me you'll stay away, I promise I won't leave, just stay away. Quick, we can hide too.
Well, guys, if you like that, please do check out .exe on Facebook, YouTube. They've got some good remixes on there on the YouTube, and I believe they do occasionally give away some free tracks, free remixes as well. And if you want to know the vocalist in that, it was, of course, Imogen Heap, who I definitely recommend going and checking out if you're into those sort of vocals. And there's a lot of remixes surrounding her, which you're probably all aware of anyway. So, on to the point where I left off, really, about the integration with YouTube. The fact of the matter is that YouTubers are very, very difficult to please, quite frankly. We're difficult to please when we're producing our own content. We're difficult to please with the interface, and we're difficult to please with how YouTube is worked, quite frankly. It's just one of those difficult things which people running YouTube do have to take into consideration when they are making changes. And quite frankly, I think we would be happy with just keeping it as it is now and not trying to force anything else on us. And it helps with, the general running of a YouTube channel, quite frankly. And the fact that you are actually able just to keep it one certain way, the way you know to do it. Obviously, I know technological advances do happen, especially, we've got 4K as well, which is, I'm way off getting up to something like that. I mean, I'm still doing 720p. I mean, I could do it in 1080, but it's not really worth it for the content that I'm doing. But I know some people are already planning about upgrading onto that, and maybe there's new features that are needed for that. But that is more, I don't know, that's more the live streaming side of things as well. But I mean, I am always up for doing any sort of discussions on these podcasts, as you well know. If you do have anything that you want to put to me to discuss, then you are more than welcome. If you want to get involved in these, I've done these live so that hopefully if people are interested in getting involved, you can follow and obviously send me messages while I'm doing my broadcast and put me off, which would be brilliant. But I'll answer your questions on anything, quite frankly, if I can answer them. I mean, I'm sure you've seen my Who Wants to Be a Millionaire videos. I don't know everything. If it's any Call of Duty questions, I can only give you my opinion and say that I really dislike the game. That's about it. In terms of upcoming videos, just to tell you, I don't think there's much to tell you about. I'm carrying on with my Football Manager 2014 series. I've got roughly maybe about 15 videos done for that. It's basically a video per game, but it can take a while per game. doing it with the extended highlights rather than just the key ones. We do have some Mount and Blade coming up, as well as some Game of Thrones themed stuff as well, which I'm sure you'll find very interesting, which I'm not going to lie, I've sort of lost interest in at the moment. We do also have, what else do we have? There's probably going to be more No Room in Hell. I do want to do a discussion video on that, which I'll probably be recording this evening. I'll probably do that with Dead Man Fall. Unfortunately, the video which I uploaded is not the video that we meant to record, which sounds a bit strange, but yeah, I uploaded the wrong one, basically. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it's up there. You get to have a look at the graphics and how the gameplay works, which is basically what I wanted to do for a first look. I mean, there's no point going into detail about it too much. If we want to talk about a specific topic, which I do want to do, which I will be doing at some point as well, I think I'm really going to touch on something which I've seen on the Steam page. I was alerted to it by Dead Man Fall, and it's a discussion about child zombies in the game, and I'll be giving my opinion on that, and I'm sure Deadman will be giving his opinion as well, and yeah, we'll discuss that in more detail. It's not something I really want to go into now. I'd rather do it while I actually have some gameplay, and so you guys can actually see what it is. And I'll give you what my first impression was as well when I noticed that they were in the game. But don't get me wrong, No Room in Hell is definitely a very interesting game and definitely worth checking out. It is free, so and you can, I don't know, I could run it on my laptop, which means you can probably run it if you have any sort of modern machine. Just the graphics might not be so great if you don't have dedicated graphics, but you know, computer configuration not really needed. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Unfortunately, on this program, I'm only allowed to record for half an hour, which isn't such a bad thing. It's just if I wanted to do anything major, I think we'd have to migrate to something else to do it. Maybe I can't even do Twitch, can I? This is the problem. My internet isn't brilliant, but this seems to work just about. I seem to be just about quick enough to do it. So it is only audio, so I should probably hope so as well. Yeah, I'm probably going to be doing another RPG Classic series as well. As you may have noticed, I have a lot more Steam games installed on my computer. I've got them all installed on my secondary hard drive, so there's a couple of games on there which I want to do another playthrough of, and I'll be recording. You know, because I don't know, I feel like there's some RPGs that deserve a place on the channel. My channel is really about RPGs. Obviously, I like zombie games as well, but it is mainly about RPGs. And obviously, football's a big part of my life. But I just wanted to do. I don't want to do FIFA videos, so Football Manager is the next logical thing that I want to do. I was going to say, yeah. So these RPGs do deserve a place on the channel and do deserve to be noted. I mean, obviously, I've done a fair bit of Final Fantasy VII, which you'll know about, and I've also did the 5-minute review of it as well. It's not really needed, of course, but I will be doing other ones as well. Next year we've got Dragon Age Inquisitor coming out. I'm really looking forward to that. This time next year as well. That's how I've got to wait. But don't worry, there will be some Dragon Age or BioWare themed videos coming up. I am a big fan of BioWare, just not their endings. I can't stand their endings. It annoys me. But, yeah, I mean, I guess when you have an open-ended RPG that, quite frankly, can branch off through so many different paths, I guess tailoring a proper full ending to each one is going to be really difficult. So I don't blame them as such, but yeah, there you go. I'll also be doing some more mod videos as well for various different games and stuff. Because, I mean, you know, that's one of the beauties of PC gaming, and you know, why not show it off if you've got access to be able to do it? So, but I am actually going to leave you with another track, which is actually on one of the other broadcasts which I've done, and this song is called Inspire, and it's by Throttle, and I believe it's a free download on the Monster Cat Facebook page or something like that. I don't know if it is their Facebook page, but it's Monster Cat anyway, and it is a free download, so you can go and grab it if you want to. Yeah, I don't have too much more to say. Hopefully you'll like it. It's once again a bit more electric. This one's a bit more upbeat, and definitely worth a listen to. So hopefully you'll enjoy, and yeah.
Work it, make it harder, faster, makes us stronger. Work it, make it harder, makes us power. Work it, make it harder, faster, makes us stronger. Work it, make it harder, makes us power. Work it, make it harder, faster, makes us stronger. Work it, make it harder, work it. Make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger, more than ever. Hour after hour, work is never over. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger, more than ever. After you got the epic mother. Work it.
Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody, and I will see you on the next broadcast, whenever that is. It might be on here, I might just record it locally and then upload it to YouTube, but if you have survived this long, thank you very much, and do leave a like or a comment if you feel the urge. Goodbye, everybody.